Hi, so we're Team 7. My name's Alicia.
I'm Audrey.
I'm Louie.
And I'm Thomas.
So the problem we decided to tackle is the large amount of paper that is used every day and how using recyclable paper and products can help lower emissions. Currently in the US, we use about 800 million pounds of paper a day. This is equal to the weight of 1,814 blue whales. Globally, about 50% of the paper that is used only once before it gets wasted. It has been found that landfills are the biggest source of methane emissions to the atmosphere. Within these landfills, paper decomposition has been found to be one of the largest contributors to methane emissions. Also, the EPA states that in 2018, in the pulp and paper sector that produces these products, that there was a total of 35.7 metric tons of emissions reported in the United States. Currently, about 15 billion trees are cut down globally every year. If we switch to all recyclable paper and paper products, that number should be reduced.
The environmental injustice we found was in North Carolina, and it has to do with the wood pellet plants. These plants are owned by Enviva, the world's largest producer of industrial wood pellets. And wood pellets are used as fuel to make paper and many other things, and they're a coal replacement. Enviva believes that the use of coal pellets is carbon neutral, and so by replanting trees after they cut them down, they believe the carbon created by burning that tree will be reabsorbed by the newly planted trees and not go into the atmosphere. It sounds logical, but recent science proves this is wrong, but now an entire industry has been built around this. Go back.
My bad.
Sorry. And the wood pellets create 65% more CO2 than coal per megawatt hour. Here are the locations of the 3 plants in North Carolina. And as you can see, they're all predominantly non-white, have really low median household incomes, small populations with high poverty rates. And this shows that Enviva puts their plants in places where they know they won't have any pushback from the people in the community. And these communities are then at risk for airborne pollutants that can cause cardiovascular, respiratory issues, and possibly cancer. And long-term exposure to these can cause chronic symptoms and affect child development.
All right. How it can help. So some statistics we pulled is that if all of our newspapers in America were to be recycled, we would save about 250 million trees each year. Each ton of recycled paper can save 17 trees, 380 gallons of oil, 3 cubic yards of landfill space, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7,000 gallons of water. Recycled paper directly emits on average 0.15 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent less per metric ton produced than virgin paper. Keeping more trees allows more CO2 to be absorbed by them. So simply put, if we have more trees around, there's just a lot more trees that can absorb the CO2 that's in the air, not getting put out to harm the atmosphere.
We need to encourage everyone to convert to recycled paper whenever possible to help lower our CO2 emissions. More people need to understand the importance of recycling, but it also needs to be universally affordable and convenient for all communities, not just wealthy ones. An incentive could be tax breaks for the purchasing of recycled paper.
Thanks everyone for listening to our presentation, and we hope you now know more about the benefits of using recycled paper and can hopefully about how to implement that into your lives.